Try to think that love's not around. Still it's uncomfortably near. My old heart ain't gaining no ground because my angel eyes ain't here. Angel eyes, that old devil sent, they glow unbearably bright. Need I say that my love's been misspent on angel eyes tonight? So drink up, all you people. Order anything you see. Have fun, you happy people. The drink and the laughs on me. Pardon me, but I gotta run. The facts uncommonly clear. I gotta find who's now number one, and why my angel eyes ain't here. This is Alex Frank on the bass, everybody.
So glad you're all sharing your Sunday night here with us. And tonight, you know, crazy things have happened in our lives here at Campus JAX over these last several years. And, you know, maybe many of you know about it. You know, the pandemic fell on us, and we just immediately started going left when everybody else was going right, and then we'd zig and zag. And, you know, back in the day, when it fell about 3 weeks after the pandemic hit, Jack Jasper, Jack as in Jax, he started feeding the homeless right out of that kitchen. And we call it JAX Feed the Need. And since then, it continues on to this day, thanks to the support of people like yourself and local businesses. And to this day, we've now served almost 21,000 people at the local shelters. So that was really cool. And then we also just, we started doing live music right away out in the tent, out in the parking lot, over 150 Grammys. And we launched our own label called MetaJAX, and we got a Grammy nomination with Arturo Sandoval, which is crazy enough. That was this year. And the cool thing is now we've got something else to look forward to, because in November 16, the 2023 Latin Grammys come up, and we're going to see something happen there. So we're going to go to Seville, Spain, and be part of that whole cool thing. So, but I'm going to take you back real quickly, a brief history. 1988, up in Marina del Rey, Jack and his sister Ricky launched what was called a restaurant called Killer Shrimp. Some of you maybe have heard of it. It's still there. And it featured the recipes of their grandma from Lafayette, Louisiana, that they grew up with, these family secret recipes. And it's what we now here call Jack sauce. And it's many of you are connoisseurs of that Jack sauce. A couple of years after that, Jack came down to Orange County and launched the first Jack Shrimp. And at one point, there were 5 Jack Shrimp around town. But for Jack, it wasn't enough. After doing that for 28 years, in 2016, this place right here, all those Jack Shrimp rolled into this place because Jack wanted to complete something. Those were what we call quick serve. You kind of go up and you order it and they bring it to you type of thing. He wanted to complete the New Orleans experience by having live music. That was always his dream. That was his vision, that somehow he would have this menu with real live music. Now, that's a pretty cool vision. This place opened up. Campus JAX opened in January 2016. Now, here we are, 7 years later. 6 years later, 7 years later. That's a pretty good number. And, in a very much in the spirit of, if you build it, they will come, tonight is like heaven has come down to Campus JAX, because you're going to welcome with me, really, New Orleans jazz royalty on this stage tonight. So would you welcome Delfeayo Marsalis and the Uptown Jazz Orchestra right here at Campus JAX.
go see the Mardi Gras. What'd you say? If you didn't come to New Orleans, you ought to go see the Mardi Gras. You know when you see that Mardi Gras, somebody gonna tell you what carnival from. Put a smile on your face, y'all. Hey, and get that ticket in your hand if you wanna go to New Orleans. And get that ticket in your hand if you wanna go to New Orleans. Somebody know what I'm talking about. Hey, you know when you get to New Orleans, somebody gonna show you the Zulu King. Tell what we gonna do, man. Look, hey, now we gonna jump and shout. We gonna turn this thing on. Now, y'all got y'all part? Y'all good? Look, hey, I said we gonna jump and shout. We gonna turn this thing on. Somebody got him to it. Try one more. Hey, we gonna jump and shout. We gonna turn this thing on. Play on, play on, play on, play on. to see that Zulu King out on St. Claude and Dumaine. What you say? I say you're gonna see that Zulu King out on St. Claude and Dumaine. Yes, sir. Hey, and if you stay right there, I know you're gonna see that Zulu Queen. Can I do this one more time? Make sure they with us. Hey, and we gonna jump and shout. We gonna turn this thing on out. At the bar, y'all not exempt either now. Hey, now we gonna jump and shout. There we go. We gonna turn this thing on now. If y'all ready to party and have a good time, I need it. We gonna jump and shout. I think y'all ready to turn this thing on now, y'all. Come on, come on.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Delighted to be here at Campus JAX with you. Newport Beach in the house. Let's give it up for Richard Johnson on the piano, the pride of Chicago. On the electric bass, he is a surfer dude. He won the state national championships 5 years running, surfing in the under 200-pound division. Glenn Fisher, y'all. Glenn Fisher, San Diego. On the drums representing New Orleans East, the youngster in the band, we got Brian Richburg. The man, the myth, the legend, in his own mind. Terrence Hollywood Taplin, y'all. We call him the Village Griot from Tuskegee, Alabama, the home of the Peanut and Peanut Earl, Kyrie Allen Lee. And from Uptown, that's the Reverend, y'all, Roderick Poland on the tenor saxophone. Representing the Mighty Nine, that's the Ninth Ward in New Orleans. We got Andrew Tiger Bayham. And the under 185-pound cow tipping champion of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we got John Cow Tipping Gray, y'all. Started off with one from the pen of the great Professor Longhair. Got to go to Mardi Gras. We're gonna move things along right now with Dirty Dozen's Snowball. Andrew Tiger Bayham on trumpet. Kyrie Allen Lee. Here's an original composition, and we wrote this a couple of years back when we were all in lockdown. We learned a lot about the world and about our own propensities, I guess we'd say, and it confirmed our belief that as Americans, we love to complain. Boy, it doesn't matter what it is. We can always find something to talk about, and it made us realize that throughout the history of the world, somebody's always had it tough somewhere. So this song is about the resiliency of the human spirit. We call this one Doing What We Gotta Do. That's the Reverend Roderick Paulin on the tenor saxophone. Richard Johnson on the piano. Playing that funky music, we got Glenn Fisher on the electric bass. Gonna play a song right now composed by the great New Orleans composer Earl King. And this one is a tribute to It's self-titled. No, certainly not me. No, certainly not. Here we go with Big Chief.
Shout, I'm going down and get my squad. He might buy a gravy car. I'm going to do everything I could. Make Big Chief, I'm feeling good. Big Chief, I gotta try. Spy boy right there by my side. I'm going down and get my queen. She the baddest thing that you ever seen. We just out here having fun, and we gonna dance till the morning comes. round of applause, y'all. Yes, indeed, y'all. Now, this is Mardi Gras time, you know, so this is Mardi Gras time. So put your hands together, y'all. Me got fire, can't put it out. Me fire, wanna make me shout. I'm going down and get my squall. He might buy a gravy call. I'm gonna do everything I could. Make it cheap and feeling good. So fire up and burn it down. I say fire up and burn it down. Then find a levy and burn it down. Find a levy and burn it down. We just out here having fun. And we gonna dance till the morning come. Let's go.
Andrew Bayham on the vocal. Kyrie Allen Lee. Terrence Hollywood. Chaplin. This tune that another original from our latest CD, and we wanted to capture the kind of the vibe of being at the Zulu Ball. And if you've never been there, you're probably not gonna get there. It's cool. It's like those old golf and tennis tournaments, you know, there was invitation only. So it's like, you know, you gotta call in a big favor. You know, here we go with Midnight at the Zulu Ball. That's Andrew Tiger Bayham on the trumpet on that one. Richard Johnson on the piano. Well, if you're gonna be a one-hit wonder, that's the one hit you want. So much so that they add the name of the song into your name. Talking, of course, about the composer Al Carnival Time Johnson. Here we go with Carnival Time.
Joint burned down, all because it's carnival time. Well, it's carnival time. Yes, it's carnival time, and everybody's having fun. Great Bond Street is rocking from one side to the other. The joints are jam-packed and I'm about to smother. All because it's carnival time. Well, yes, carnival time. And yes, it's carnival time, and everybody's having fun. Right now it's carnival time. Yes, it's carnival time.
That's Roderick Paulin on the tenor saxophone. Andrew Tiger Bayham on the strumpet. Gonna play a song right now, and it was commissioned from the 400th anniversary of the first African landing, as it was termed, and it's kind of a description of what occurred in the year 1619. Maybe you're not a big history buff, but you heard, what's the big deal with 1619? Well, as it turns out, Angola on the shores of Africa was actually colonized by the Portuguese. So there was a Portuguese ship, and it was going from Angola down to Mexico. Mexico was colonized by the Spanish at that point. And halfway through the trip, that's a long journey. It's between 6 weeks and 3 months to make that kind of a journey. So halfway through the journey, the British pirates showed up. And they came on board, and the captain said, "Arg. We've come for food and supplies." So they were like, "Yeah, we don't have food and supplies that we're going to give up. However, we have these 20 and odd Africans." That's how the historical record, they didn't have a good count, but they just said 20 and odd, you know, give or take a couple. So the British pirates were like, "Yeah, okay, whatever, come on." They get on board, and they said, "We're not going to go down there. We're going to actually go up to the northern part of what would become our United States." They said some folks just left from England. They left because they couldn't stand the oppression. They wanted to come down here to another place where they could be the oppressors and not have to deal with all of that. So they're... So we'll see how they're faring out, you know. But, you know, what they didn't tell you is, like, the colonists, they actually did not have a good plan. It was just like they just wanted to get away. So, you know, they were half-starved, you know. They couldn't really deal with what was going on. So anyway, the British ship, they show up in Point Comfort, Virginia, and they land, and first thing the colonists did was they asked the captain, they said, "Please take us back to England with you." Captain said, "Arg. No, not gonna happen. We're definitely taking food and supplies because we've been a while without those. However, we're gonna trade you these 20 and not Africans." They were like, they didn't like it, but what were they gonna do? So, you know, the Africans showed up, and they did what Africans do. They just start hooking it up. They're like, "Oh, you guys don't know how to hunt?" Oh, they, you know, hunted up. They, you know, cooked up some good meals, showed them how to use the herbs and spices in the foods. They got the medicinal properties from the herbs and everything, and they were doctors, and they hooked it all up. And it might not have turned out the way that they wanted, but you know, that's kind of what it was. Now, this particular song has nothing at all to do with any of that. It's just, you know, I know sometimes you're wondering, because you say, if someone asked me about 1619, I won't know anything about it. Now you know what to tell them. You can be like, this is what actually happened then. This particular song, though, it just makes us realize that, you know, no matter how tough it gets or whatever thing's happening, as long as we're above ground and able to breathe good air, we are living the good life. Andrew Baham, Kyrie Allen Lee, Thank you very much. Richard Johnson is on the piano. Glenn Fisher, electric bass. Brian Richburg's on the drums. Terrence Hollywood Taplin on the slide trombone. Kyrie Allen Lee is on the alto saxophone. The Reverend Roderick Paulin on the tenor saxophone. Andrew Tiger Bayham on the trumpet. Andrew Bayham. John Cow Tippin Gray on the trumpet and vocals. gonna play a song right now, and this was inspired by a trip to the bank. It's a lengthy story, but we've had enough of those tonight. So, but we dedicate this to, well, at the bank, like the debit card wasn't working. So, but the good part of the story was I was able to meet a gentleman who was one of our civil rights leaders in New Orleans by the name of Jerome Smith, and he was a freedom rider. He was 21 years old in 1961, and you know, like it's not like how we sacrifice ourselves for TikTok now. It was like the real sacrifice, like for real. Jerome Smith, you can Google that, Jerome Smith. He's like this tall man, it's unbelievable. But we like to dedicate this to everybody that puts it all out on the line when it matters the most. We call this the Valley of Prayers. Richard Johnson. Always playing that funky music, Glenn Fisher. I'ma holla at you, boy. Brian Richburg. Terrence Hollywood Taplin. Kyrie Allen Lee. The Reverend Roderick Paulin. Andrew Tyga Bayham. John Cow Tippin Great. We want to thank you very much for coming out once again. We don't know any more music. We don't have any more songs, so. Arm or leg. Yours truly, Delfeayo Marsalis. Thank you very much.
Uptown Jazz Orchestra. The night heaven came down from New Orleans to Campus JAX. Yeah. Now, don't forget, on your way out tonight, pick up at least one, if not two or three or four. There might even be 5 back there, CDs of this incredible band. Pick it up on the way out. I'm sure they'll be hanging out with us. So anyway, thanks again for being out here at Campus JAX with us. What an incredible night. Let's hear it again for Delfeayo and the Uptown Jazz Orchestra.